Welcome to another edition of Studying with Lundy. Today we're diving into some of the major battles of the Mexican-American War and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which changed the map of North America forever. The Mexican-American War lasted from 1846 to 1848. It was a conflict between the United States and Mexico, mainly over land. The U.S. believed in manifest destiny, the idea that it was meant to expand westward, but Mexico saw this expansion as an invasion. Let's explore some key battles that shaped the war's outcome. One of the most important battles was the Battle of Buena Vista. Here, U.S. forces, led by General Zachary Taylor, faced off against a much larger Mexican army commanded by General Santa Anna. Despite being outnumbered, Taylor's troops held their ground, forcing Mexico to retreat. This victory made Taylor a national hero and helped him later become president. The Siege of Veracruz was another turning point. This was the first large-scale amphibious attack by the U.S. forces, meaning soldiers arrived by sea. General Winfield Scott led the assault, bombarding the city until Mexican forces surrendered. This victory allowed the U.S. to push deeper into Mexico, setting the stage for the capture of Mexico City. After Veracruz, U.S. forces continued their march toward the capital. Along the way, they won battles at Cerro Gordo, Contreras, and Chapultepec. Finally, in September 1847, U.S. troops captured Mexico City, effectively ending the war. With Mexico City under U.S. control, Mexico had no choice but to negotiate peace. In 1848, both countries signed the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Under this treaty, Mexico agreed to recognize Texas as part of the United States, give up a huge amount of land, known as the Mexican Cession, and receive $15 million from the U.S. in return. This treaty had major consequences. The U.S. expanded its territory by over 500,000 square miles, gaining what is now California, Arizona, New Mexico, and more. However, this new land created tension over whether slavery should spread west, increasing divisions, what would eventually lead to the Civil War. Meanwhile, Mexico lost nearly half its land, which weakened its economy and political stability. The Mexican-American War and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo helped shape the borders of the United States as we know them today. But it also left behind lasting impacts, both positive and negative, on both countries. Expansion came at a cost, and the debate over new territories would soon fuel more conflicts in American history. Now let's think about this from different perspectives. The U.S. saw this treaty as a victory, but how do you think Mexico viewed it? Take a moment to reflect. How might people on both sides have felt about this outcome? That's our mini lesson on major battles and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. What questions do you have? As always, thank you for watching Studying with Lundy.